indicating 6Gs. Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is...
Roger, you're through max Q, flight path is...
Roger, feels good through max Q and smoothing out real fine. Cabin pressure coming down by 7. Okay, flight very smooth now. Sky looking very dark outside.
All Roger, reading you loud and clear, 7. Cape is go. We're standing by for you.
Roger, Cape is go and I am go. Our capsule is in good shape. Fuel 103, 102, oxygen 78,100. Cabin pressure holding steady at 5.8. Amps is 2.6. All systems are go. Indicating 6Gs. Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous.
Roger, turnaround has started.
Roger, capsule turning around, and I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful.
Roger, 7. You have a go. At least 7 orbits.
Roger, understand go for at least 7 orbits. The Friendship 7 can see clear back a big cloud pattern way back across toward the Cape. We're all set. This is very comfortable at 0G. I have nothing but very fine feeling. It just feels very normal and very good. Have very little dirt floating around in the capsule, just a little bit. And preparing to take xylos still at present time. This is Friendship 7. The head movements cause no sensations whatsoever. Feel fine. Reach test, I can hit directly to any spot that I want to hit. I have no problem reaching for knobs and have adjusted to 0G very easily, much easier than I really thought I would. I have excellent vision on the charts, no astigmatism or any malfunctions at all. I feel fine so far, over. Roger, understand. This is Friendship 7, have beautiful view of the African coast, both in the scope and out the window. Out the window is my casual.
Welcome, guys, to the Saturday night 6:43 p.m. Lightspeed Lounge, and I am here with you for about an hour, and we're gonna hang out, shoot the shit, talk Star Wars. No, we don't have to talk Star Wars. We can talk whatever you want. That's the theme of these Hello Greedo live streams. We do whatever the fuck we want, right? Welcome to the stream, guys. Good to see everybody. Jai Wilkins, thank you so much for the first super chat donation of the stream before the stream even technically began. I greatly appreciate that, man. It's good to see you as always. Hey, Poppy Greedo, I haven't been able to join for a while. I've been stuck doing major uni assignments, and they are due today. That is way more important. Well, we've been missing you over here, man. I saw, did you post on Patreon a question? I don't know if I saw it or not. Maybe it was it you? I'll have to check. But yeah, that absolutely takes priority. No question about it. You're doing the right thing.
It ruined the Star Wars franchise.
Damon Piacodio, thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. But Jai, thank you so much, man. I hope if it's due today, hop off this goddamn stream and get that shit done, man. Best of luck to you. I appreciate that channel support tonight, man. And Damon Piacodio, thank you so much as well. It ruined the Star Wars franchise. So many things have ruined the Star Wars franchise, right? So many things. That phrase just makes me roll my goddamn eyes out of my goddamn sockets, like I said. It's when you've been in the game for this long, when you've been around for a few decades of watching Star Wars, just a couple of decades, right? You kind of see the same patterns, and you kind of grow. Your edges get a little more rounded, and thank fucking God that I wasn't 16 years old when YouTube was around. because I'm sure I would be as much of a shithead as a lot of these shitheads are being shitheads, but we'll see. Damon, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I did post a question. Nice. Doing my character art and taking away all my time. Nice. I saw that you posted it, Jai, because I get notifications through my email. I have not read the question yet. I always like to save reading the questions until literally the day of, when I see them for the first time.
Video. Had a good laugh.
But thank you, Jai, and thank you, Damon, as well, man. And Clayton Fioriti, thank you so much as well. Loved today's video. Had a good laugh. Good. That's what it's all about. Having a good laugh. That's what it's all about. My favorite is when I make a video like that literally doesn't say anything really about Star Wars. It's more about YouTube. And it's more about overblown reactions. People still claim that I'm defending a movie. And it's like, people hear what they want to hear. People see what they want to see. People see bias where bias does not exist. People see what their own perceptions, when things aren't... Well, people see what they want to see. That's it. And it's very interesting to me. This whole YouTube experiment, and I consider it kind of a social experiment in a way, has been very, very interesting to watch over the past couple of years. Certainly within the past 2 years. I mean, before that, YouTube was... I would consider it more of a loosey-goosey fun environment. It wasn't that serious. Now, dude, the loudest, the most angry voices rise to the top like bubbles. It's kind of it's a little disheartening. It's because, you know, it's like these algorithms are... Wow, this is actually... I could actually read a chapter from my book that is exactly about my concern with all of this stuff. Anyway, I appreciate that, Clayton. Good to see you tonight, man. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. Star Wars dead because I said so. Anyone who has that page L. What's up, Stuart? Greedo killed Star Water Wars? Water Wars. What's Star Water Wars? It's going to be fun when in 15 years a new generation will be defending their Star Wars, aka the sequels. That's exactly how it's going to go, Eduardo, you know? That's exactly what I've seen with the prequels after doing this for 8 years, you know?
Today. We had the return of the brainwashed Shadow Army and the usual amounts of cheesiness, cheeky smiling face.
Raptark, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. My Little Pony Season 9 and last premiere aired today. We had the return of the brainwashed Shadow Army and the usual amounts of cheesiness. I have no idea, Raptark, what any of that is. I haven't... I've heard of My Little Pony before, just because, I guess I'm alive, and I think everybody has heard of that. The Bronies, right? But other than that, I'm a complete... I have no idea about anything. So the last episode aired today? Season 9... I'm gonna look this up real quick, because I'm curious. I figured... Season 9... So, the beginning of the end, part 2. So, the revamped incarnation franchise. Oh, I didn't realize it dated back as far as the 1980s. Interesting. Interesting. I've never... Yeah, I don't know anything about it, man. No idea. So the show's coming to an end? Is that what it is? Well, I guess that's a bummer if you're into it. Theme song, Friendship is Magic. Alright, does this have lyrics? I'm gonna look this shit up. Let's read these lyrics, okay? I'm curious, let's see. Alright. Again, this is the first time I've ever looked this up. My Little Pony, what is friendship all about? My Little Pony, friendship is magic. That doesn't even rhyme. I used to wonder what friendship could be. And then there's parentheses, My Little Pony, as if somebody's saying, My Little Pony. I wonder what friendship could be. My Little Pony. And I've never heard this song, so I have no idea the tone of it and the rhythm of it. Until you all shared its magic with me. When I was young, I was too busy to make any friends. Such silliness did not Okay, I don't know what the fuck.
Fly casual.
When do you think the episode 9 trailer will drop?
Connor Wells, thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. But Raptark, I'm sorry your show's ending, but all good things must come to an end, right? And maybe I'm sure years from now they're gonna reboot the show, right? It seems like franchises that are relatively big never seem to die. Never seem to die. But I appreciate that, Raptark. It's good to see you, man. Connor Wells, when do you think the episode 9 trailer will drop? I can tell you. Holy shit. Let me take a sip of water real quick. Alright. You know, what? You ever get those tickles in the back of your throat? Like, I don't know, like a dry spot? You just almost start to uncontrollably cough? I feel like that's about to happen to me. One sec. I don't know, Josh. Alright, Connor Wells, thank you so much, man. When do you think the episode 9 trailer will drop? Connor asks. I'm guessing. I mean, obviously, I think we all know, right? The celebration panel on the 12th. Wait, is it on the 12th or the 13th? Panel schedule. One sec, Connor. I'm looking up the schedule. I can tell you when. I can tell you to the minute when I think it's gonna
Do you have
happen.
any plans for the Phantom Menace's 20th anniversary? I recently rewatched it and my opinions have kinda shifted. 20 years ago. Well.
Clayton, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support once again, man. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. Alright, so... Okay, Star Wars Episode 9 panel is Friday, April 12th at 11 a.m. And I'm assuming that's Central Time, right? I'm assuming that's Central Time because it's in Chicago, which is in Central Time. So, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time, which means 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. my time. And I'm guessing the trailer is going to drop on that day at about 11:55 a.m. Central Time. I think on this panel they're going to wait the entire panel. Like a lot of these, I think they've done that basically for every panel at Star Wars Celebration when there's a movie to show. They kind of, or footage to show or anything to show. They kind of wait to the end of the panel. You know, all the actors and stuff like that come out. They have the little chit chat. Sometimes it's kind of cringy, and then at the end they show the trailer. Right? That's what I think, Connor. I think April 12th. I think it's a no-brainer that it's going to be on the panel, and it's going to happen at like 11:55 a.m. Central Time. It's going to be the last thing that they show, I'm sure. But yeah. But I appreciate that, Connor. And Clayton Fioriti, do you have any plans for the Phantom Menace's 20th anniversary? I recently rewatched it, and my opinions have kind of shifted 20 years ago. Wow. It is hard to believe, right? 20 years ago. 20 years ago. I was, well, when it came out, I was 13, because it came out, like, a couple days after my birthday. Do I have any plans? Ooh. You know, I'll probably watch it. I'll probably have it. Yeah, let me see. Phantom Menace release date. So May 19th. What is May 19th this year? May 19th is a Sunday. Okay. So. Yeah, I'll probably end up watching it. I don't really have any plans though. And that's probably out of the prequel movies. It's no surprise, or it's not like a secret that is my favorite prequel movie. The Phantom Menace, to me, it feels more Star Wars than even the other two prequel movies, and I'm definitely in the minority in that opinion. But that's just kind of how I've always felt. But no plans. Just I'm sure I'll either watch it that Sunday or maybe that Monday. Probably that Monday, to tell you the truth, the day after the actual 20th anniversary, because I'll watch my daughter during the day, and I'll probably just have it on the TV, you know, as we play. But yeah, it's been maybe 5 years since No, it hasn't been that long, because...
I don't know.
Oh, goddamn, The Force Awakens has already been that long since it came out. Oh.
YouTube Star Wars fandom. Much appreciated. What are your thoughts on Star Wars Backstroke of the West?
It is a hilarious find.
If you have not heard of it, definitely a hilarious find.
Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. One sec. But yeah, the Phantom Menace, it's hard to believe. 20 years ago, so 20 years ago, where were you guys? Where were you guys 20 years ago? A lot of you guys probably still, where are you before you're born, huh? Oh, these existential questions. Oh, we'll get philosophical here. Oh, boys, we'll get philosophical here. No, so I was in Atlanta, and I was just about to move to Jacksonville, Florida. So I was living in my second house in Georgia, and I saw the Phantom Menace twice in the theater at 13 years old. I went with my dad, and then I remember going with my mom and my sister, and looking over, and my mom was asleep. Yeah. I was in my mom and dad, a baby. I wasn't even sperm 20 years ago. 1999 being conceived. I was 4. 20 years ago, I was nothing. I was 9 months. I was in the womb. I was 23. You were 23? Nice. Too many negative waves. What did you say earlier? Jamie spot on. You said you took your... I took my 6-year-old to see Phantom Menace when it came out. Nice, man. Nice. That's awesome. You are surrounded by babies. Nice. Jamie McDonald, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. Thanks for being, you said, thanks for being the quote-unquote calm dad of this YouTube Star Wars fandom. Much appreciated. What are your thoughts on Star Wars Backstroke of the West? If you have not heard of it, definitely a hilarious find. Well, I appreciate the sentiment, man. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, like I said earlier, the edges have been rounded off. I'm a dad now. Like, literally, I'm not. It's not just a figure of speech as the calm dad of the YouTube Star Wars fandom. I'm a dad, and I think it changes you. I see a lot of assholes out there. Anyway. Oh yeah, Backstroke of the West is a funny find. If anybody's curious what that is, Google it, but it's basically a translation. Oh, one sec.
When TPM came out, it was the first birthday that I didn't get Jurassic Park toys. Instead, it was a bunch of Jar Jar stuff. I was kinda mad, lol.
Nice, Clayton. Thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. So, it's Revenge of the Sith, right? West. Okay, so Backstroke of the West, often referred to as Episode 3, the Backstroke of the West, or shortened to Backstroke of the West, is a bootlegged, I'm going to read this for you guys, alright? So you know what Jamie's talking about, is a bootlegged version of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. The bootleg contains hilarious English subtitles translated poorly from Chinese. Due to the language barrier, many of the words and phrases were translated either literally or with alternate meanings, and thus the original meaning was lost. Most likely, the broken English is the result of being machine translated from the Chinese script. The subtitles were translated from Chinese rather than using the original English script. So basically, somebody took the translated Chinese cut of Revenge of the Sith and then translated it back to English, and it's become this kind of phenomenon. You could watch it. There's a shitload of screenshots. Like, let me see if Backstroke of the West is one of the best examples. But let's see. But yeah, I guess Master and Lord translates to host. So yeah, you'll have to Google it. There's a lot of examples out there, but it's pretty damn funny. Backstroke of the West. Giving first aid, the already disheveled hair projection. Is that an actual line from the Backstroke of the West? I'm gonna copy and paste that. Ah! No, it's not spam. Matthew, blah, 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 reprints the subtitles of a pirated Chinese DVD of Revenge of the Sith, available in English on the DVD via on DVD via remarkably poor quality machine translation. The title becomes The Backstroke of the West, and it gets better from their other favorites. These are lines of dialogue that were machine translated. He big in nothing / important in good elephant. I hope that these dreams is really can't become. Send these troops only. I was just made by the Presbyterian Church. So the Jedi Council translates to Presbyterian Church. Machine translates. Ratio tile, the wish power are together with you. Which means, Obi-Wan, may the Force be with you. That's hilarious, man. But I appreciate that, Jamie. Thank you so much. And if nobody's ever heard of that, give it a Google. It's pretty funny. It's just kind of a funny story. I bet you could do that with any movie, right? I bet you could. But yeah. Oh, I love this song. It's very calm. It's very calm. I love it. I love it. And Clayton Fioriti. When The Phantom Menace came out, it was the first birthday that I didn't get Jurassic Park toys. Instead, it was a bunch of Jar Jar stuff. I was kind of mad. Yeah, I can kind of see why, I guess. I'm trying to think. Did I ever have, like, a Star Wars themed birthday? I know, like, I had got Star Wars toys and stuff like that, but I don't remember ever having, like, unless I was really young, there was, like, Ninja Turtle themed parties and stuff like that. But I think for the most part, we just went to laser tag and shit like that. And man, it sucks. Sometimes I just have a horrible memory. I do. I have such a bad memory. I don't understand why. Like, I barely remember. I'm sure if I looked at pictures, I would remember, right? But I barely... Are you guys like that? Do I just have a horrible memory? I barely remember, like, birthdays. I have little flashes of memories, but I barely remember, like, events and shit like that. I don't know. It's weird. But then I talk to people, and they're like, yeah, I'm like that, too. I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm just not just, like, a defective. I don't know. Well, yeah. Clayton. I used to have a Jurassic Park, well, I used to have a Ghostbusters tower that you could pour goo into, like slime. Oh, nice. Carter, thank you so much, man. Give me 1 sec. I had this Ghostbuster tower, and then I had a shitload of Jurassic Park toys. If I ever find these things, I'll try to put them on my computer. But I used to do stop motion animation videos with my Jurassic Park action figures. You know, move a little piece of Ned. What's his name? Ned. Shit. Ned. Ned. Jurassic Park. Dennis Nedry, not Ned. Not Ned. Ned Dedry. Dennis Nedry. Dennis Nedry's arms would rip off, so I would try to stop motion that. And it was fun. I'll have to find him sometime. I'm only saying this because I know you're the Jurassic Park guy. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. Carter Lovejoy, Jar Jar's the key to all of this. That's from the behind the scenes, the Phantom Menace making of, right? I'm pretty sure. From the deep, but what is that? What is that documentary called? Documentary. The Phantom Menace documentary, The Beginning. It's called The Beginning, making of Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. That's, if you guys have never seen that, it's on YouTube, or actually it's on, yeah, it's on Star Wars' official YouTube account. It's called The Beginning, making Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. It's absolutely worth a watch. It's really well done. And yeah, Lucas says Jar Jar's the key to all this. That's where it comes from. But yeah, it's a really good documentary. I can't recommend it enough. But yeah. Carter Lovejoy, I appreciate that that channel support tonight, man. Thank you so much. If Ryan is actually getting his own trilogy, it's probably a prequel to the sequel trilogy to explain everything. Twinkings. I hope. Well, I don't. I don't care when it takes place in the timeline, but I hope it's not even connected whatsoever to what we're already familiar with, right? I don't want characters we already know. I don't want situations we already know. I don't want things... Yeah, I just want completely new characters and situations and stories. I don't really care when it takes place. I just want new, you know? But yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, man. Halvor, do you think there will be some booing and drama at Star Wars Celebration? No, I don't. I think, you know, that lives on the internet. I don't think anybody... Like, I've seen people worry that there's going to be confrontation. I just don't... I think people are worrying too much. I don't understand it. If it... Like, are people really that goofy? That they're... I mean, people... I don't understand. I don't know. People... get so angry over nothing, right? I'm not even talking about Star Wars. I'm not even talking about that, but just like, it's kind of scary how quick people can snap and see red over nothing. It kind of freaks me out sometimes to think about hotheads out there walking around, you know, driving around even. I don't know. But no, I don't think... I think a lot of that shit just lives on the internet. I wouldn't worry about it. People are nice in person. People are assholes online. Do you think we'll see him in the films? Who?
I don't know. Fly cat.
Oh, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Star Wars game releases you're looking forward to.
Ooh.
I'm holding out for E3 myself, but I have like a dozen games in my backlog already.
Swishfish, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. The robot read it, and I'm gonna read it as well. Is this a real picture for... No, it's not. Why, like, what is Google... I just typed in upcoming games, and... sometimes Google just automatically picks a picture... Wait, what? Never mind. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, a not real picture of Jedi the Fallen Order comes up when you Google Jedi the Fallen Order. Anyway. Jedi Fallen Order, rather. Any non-Star Wars games releases you're looking forward to? I'm holding out for E3 myself, but I have like a dozen games in my backlog already. You know, really the only one that, off the top of my head, that I'm really pumped for, and I probably won't play it when it first comes out just because time, is going to be Cyberpunk. That is probably... Actually, let's see. World War Z. Oh, I watched a like gameplay of World War Z. Boy, that didn't look good to me, at least. Mortal Kombat. I haven't looked at upcoming games in a very long time. Let's see. Upcoming video games. Oh.
Fly casual.
Hello there, HG. I love your videos bringing some semblance of sanity to the SW fandom. What I would like to see is you discussing positive aspects of the fandom. As in groups like the 501st, mixed in with the usual. Cheers.
John Patrick Alexander, thank you so much for that incredibly generous super chat and channel support tonight, man. I greatly appreciate that. I can't say thank you enough. Give me one sec. I'm gonna look up some games and answer Swishfish's question real quick. But I appreciate that, John. Give me one sec. So yeah, Cyberpunk is probably my #1 at the moment. I was gonna say The Division 2 was probably my most anticipated game of 2019 that wasn't Star Wars, but I'm still playing it, and it's out, as we all know, and it's super fun. I played a shitload of the First Division, loved it. I thought it was a solid looter shooter, probably my favorite looter shooter of all time. And then The Division 2 came out, and I think this, in terms of looter shooters, takes the cake. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with looter shooters. The Division 2 does it right. So yeah, Cyberpunk. Let's see what else is coming. I don't even see World War Z. God, the World War Z did not look good to me. Did it look good to you? Maybe I just watched the wrong video, but Days Gone. Didn't that... Is that what I'm thinking of? Maybe not. Let's see. Rage 2. Not really interested in Rage. Oh yeah, Wolfenstein Youngblood. I'm definitely gonna... I'm 100% gonna get that. No question about it. I can't get Days Gone. That's a PS4 exclusive, right? But Wolfenstein Youngblood... oops. Why is my commercial in Spanish? Yeah, Wolfenstein Youngblood, no question I'm going to get it. I love those games. I played the first one, well, the very first one that came out a long time ago. I grew up on that shit. But I played Wolfenstein, the first one, I guess, came out a couple years ago, and then the new Colossus came out, and then I played the expansion to that, and then I'm super excited for Youngblood. Plus, it's co-op, right? So, yeah. So those are probably...
I don't know. Fly casual.
Yeah.
What do you think has been the best year for Disney Star Wars so far? I think they were on fire in 2015. Optimistic about the new EP9 trailer.
Clayton, thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate that once again. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. But yeah, Swish. So, Cyberpunk. It's probably, yeah, and then Wolfenstein, probably my two most anticipated games that are not out yet, other than Star Wars, right? I can't really think of anything. I'm sure there's some, like, neat, kind of independent, smaller scale games that are coming out. Like, this Sinking City looks neat. The Sinking up. I actually watched a trailer for this. I watched a trailer for this. I forgot about this. Is this the? Yeah, I watched a trailer for that. There's also a game that's coming out that I watched a trailer for that is like all about light, and there were like rats clawing around, and you were in old London. It was a plague game, I think, about the plague. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, Swish, I'm going down. I'm rambling now, but I appreciate that, Swish. And John Patrick Alexander, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. Hello there. HG, I love your videos, bringing some semblance of sanity to the Star Wars fandom. I appreciate you saying that. What I would like to see is you discussing positive aspects of the fandom, as in groups like the 501st, mixed in with the usual. Cheers. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that. I could start doing that like once a week, kind of highlighting neat things that people are doing. Organizations like the 501st, like you gave it as an example. Or other charity things, or other, like, what was that? R2, stuff like, god damn it, R2K2, like, talk about R2K2, right? Stuff like that. Yeah, positive stuff like that, right? I like that idea. I like that idea. Kind of feel-good stories, right? I dig it. I dig it. But I appreciate that, John. I've never done a 501st video, actually. I haven't trooped with the 501st in like 3 years, I don't think. But yeah, I like that idea quite a bit. I'll have to get a list together of things, or maybe I'll put an all-call out on Twitter and say, you know, if you guys have any neat stories or articles that you want to share of neat things that happen in the fandom, or positive things. Positive is a kind of a strange word, right? I don't... maybe that's not the correct word to use, but kind of uplifting and feel-good things that happen in the community, you know? But yeah, John, thank you so much for the kind words, man. You know, I'm myself. I'm not trying to, I don't know. I'm glad you think I bring some sanity to it, man. That's really kind of you to say. Thank you so much, man. Feel good. There you go. Feel good, yeah.
On YouTube. What YouTube channels do you dig on?
Jamie, thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. But once again, John Patrick, I appreciate the generous super chat tonight, man. Clayton Fioriti, what do you think has been the best, quote-unquote, best year for Star Wars, Disney Star Wars so far? Disney Star Wars, okay. I think they were on fire in 2015. Optimistic about the new Episode 9 trailer. Oh, one sec.
What are y'all gonna do when Clone Wars leaves Netflix?
Tom Grobe, thank you so much, man. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. So Clayton, I would agree that 2015 they were on fire, right? I don't think I will ever have... Dude, I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna get a little more comfortable here. I wish I could... I need to get a really nice, like, microphone arm, because the one that I'm using right now, I have to, like, kind of lean forward to talk. I just want to lean back in this damn chair and just shoot the shit and not have to use my abs to lean forward. I don't want to burn calories leaning forward towards a microphone. I want to lean back. So yeah, truthfully, Clayton, I don't think I will ever be as hyped again. I don't think anybody will ever be as hyped again for a Star Wars movie as we were hyped for Episode 7. The only comparable example is Episode 1, right? The Phantom Menace. But now we've kind of entered into a new era where we are going to be getting a lot of Star Wars stuff. The hype, it's going to be like the Marvel movies, right? People are looking forward to them. It's not. I don't think it's going to be nearly as abundant as the Marvel franchise. You know, they have so many shows, so many movies constantly coming out. Star Wars, I think, is going to keep it a little more subdued than Marvel, but I don't think it will ever be where it was before The Force Awakens. We had nothing. We had nothing for a decade. Nobody really thought there'd be more Star Wars, and then boom, franchise acquisition, boom, announcement of movies, and then it was just like it was just such a surprising thing, to me at least. Oh.
Hey, HG, what do you think can be done to bridge the divide in the fandom? Can anything be done? Hope all is well with the baby and the family.
VADP, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support tonight, man. I greatly appreciate that. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. This microphone arm is dusty. So yeah, I don't know if it's their best year, Clayton. This year might be, in terms of stuff, their best year, maybe their perceived best year, right? This celebration is going to be more jam-packed with future Star Wars stuff than I think any celebration in the history of Star Wars celebration. We're getting Mandalorian, we might see some Cassian Andor stuff, so 2 TV shows right there. We're getting Clone Wars animated stuff. We're getting Episode 9. You know, maybe they'll chit-chat about Rian Johnson's trilogy, Benioff and Weiss's trilogy, and we're gonna get Episode 9 stuff. That's just all like visual media. I'm sure we'll get some book announcements even. You know, it's gonna be a big celebration. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. But yeah. So yeah, we'll see. That's not how you troll, Luke. Trolling is a long game, man. When you just come in and type some stupid word, you just go bye-bye. And then you lose. Trolling is a long game, man. You come in here and you pretend to be a character, right? You pretend to piss people off. That's what you do. You pretend to be ignorant and you just try to get under people's skin. You don't come into a chat and just like say a word that's gonna get you banned, like, and over and over and over again. That's what the spam is. Like, that's not what you do, you child. You're a baby. You're a baby. Moth Meta, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. 1 sec. All right, Jamie McDonald. Sorry, guys, I'm a little behind. Jamie McDonald, we all love some Hello Greedo on YouTube. What YouTube channels do you dig I'm I don't really, you know, occasionally I'll watch some Star Wars YouTube, but since my daughter was born, I haven't really watched much of YouTube whatsoever. Other than, I take that back. I watch a lot of YouTube, but I don't really watch specific channels. It's usually stuff that's in my recommended list. Maybe it's some stuff in the news, some documentary stuff, but for the most part, when I watch YouTube, it's usually on my Roku, and I just kind of bounce around. The one channel that I do consistently watch, I watch every single episode, every single upload that they make, is Red Letter Media. They're my all-time favorite YouTube channel. The guys are hilarious. You know, I disagree with them on quite a bit, which is fine. I don't understand people that, like, just because they disagree with somebody's opinion, they can't watch their videos. Like, that's such a silly thing to... It's just such a silly way to live your life. I probably disagree with them on, like, half of their opinions, but they're still my favorite YouTube channel because they're hilarious and I value what they have to say. And, you know, they put it in a fun and interesting way, and they have an interesting presentation, great editing, and it's a solid package. Plus, like, their Best of the Worst series, each episode is like an hour long, and, you know, they're not quick shots. They're hour-long episodes, and they're fun. They're fun. But yeah. But yeah, so Red Letter Media is definitely my favorite, for sure, Jamie. Other than that, you know, I bounce around a little bit, but yeah.
I think most of the fandom is in the Mark Hamill I hardly care anymore phase when it comes to the extremes of both sides. Also, long time no
What's
see.
up? What's up, Luke? Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. It's good to see you. Luke is in charge, responsible for creating the Hello Greedo, the Old Republic guild. I haven't logged on there in so long. I don't know if it's active. Are you still playing it, Luke? I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat. I'm curious if you're still playing it as extensively as you used to. And I am gonna ask about the flying. Give me one sec, Luke. And Tom Grobe, what are you gonna do when Clone Wars leaves Netflix? I'm actually gonna borrow my my nephew's DVDs. Actually, I don't know if they're Blu-rays or DVDs. I think they're DVDs. So I got that covered. I should probably shoot him a text, but yeah. So that's my plan. Netflix or Clone Wars leaves Netflix on. Oh, it leaves it tomorrow, doesn't it? I think it does. It's either tomorrow or sometimes next week. Sometime next week. Groby. Oh, Groby. I apologize, Groby. Gotcha. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, one sec.
Do you watch any motorsport like F1 or IndyCar?
Obi-Wan Kenobi, thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. So yeah, Tom, that's Groby. That's what, that's my plan. Hopefully, I'm assuming he still has them. I feel like I bought them for him. Man, years ago for one of his birthdays, I either bought him the Clone Wars, like, entire series. Maybe I know he has it, but I don't think I bought it for... Okay, I think I bought him the entire Star Wars saga. That's what it was. It wasn't the Clone Wars series. But I know he has them. Anyway, Tom, thank you so much, man. And the ADP, hey, HG, what do you think can be done to bridge the the divide in the fandom? Can anything be done? Hope all is well with the baby and the family. You know, it doesn't really concern me, to tell you the truth. I think for the most part, the fandom has been split since 1999. The fandom's been split since we saw Ewoks on the screen. You know, now it's just a lot louder. We have the internet. People can, you know, shout into the void. People can create Twitter accounts and just, you know, I don't know. The world is a lot louder than it used to be, right? The divide doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I think it's inflated. But the reason I think it's inflated is because when I talk to my friends who are all Star Wars fans, lifelong Star Wars fans, we grew up going to the prequels together. We grew up watching them on DVD together in VHS. When I talk to them, And these guys don't have their fingers on the pulse of the fandom like we do, right? They are not completely enveloped by all of this. They're not on here every single day. They're not scrolling through Star Wars Twitter. They're not checking articles. They're not watching YouTube. But they're fans. And that is, probably 90+% of all Star Wars fans on planet Earth fall into that category. And when I talk to them, they don't even know of a divide. That's how kind of isolated this whole section is, including myself. And all the stuff that I make and say, right? It's just kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting because we almost purposefully look at the division when the vast majority of people don't even know shit. Like, you know, does that make sense? I don't know. It's just kind of interesting to me. But yeah, I'm not concerned about it, the ADP, just because I found that for the most part, people are cool, people are nice. There's just a few bad apples, right? And that's really about it. Especially like on the internet, when anybody can just be an asshole. Nobody takes into consideration the other person on the other side of the screen. But when you get into when you get face to face, things are usually cool. You know, people are just people. There's a lot of actors on the internet. But yeah, anyway, the ADP, I hope I answered your question there. The baby and the family are doing really well. We oh, one sec.
Fly casual.
What do you think of the channel edit chat? I like them, but they seem to be trying too. Hard to copycat your clickbait parody segments. By the way, love you.
Admiral Trench, thank you. Admiral Trench, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. But yeah, the baby's great. Family's great. She's probably asleep right now. My wife was feeding her. Oh, actually. One sec. Okay, there we go. Wait. Our cars are okay. What? It's hailing? Really? My wife just texted me and said it's hailing.
I don't know. Fly casual.
Out the window.
This
Doesn't look like it's.
style.
Doesn't look like it's hailing. Huh. Anyway. Alright. I'm way behind, guys. I apologize. Moth Meta. Hey, man. No questions here. Only support. Be well. Well, shit. Thank you so much. So much, man. I greatly appreciate it. It's good to see you.
Search Marb Olympics. Surprisingly entertaining.
Marb Olympics. Interesting. Raptark. Thank you. And Vimen. I'm going to say Vimex. I'm going to say Vimex. Appreciate that, guys. Give me one sec. Moth, once again, thank you for the support tonight. The silent support tonight. I appreciate that. And Luke Fredericks, good to see ya. It's been a while. I think most of the fandom is in the Mark Hamill, I hardly care anymore phase when it comes to the extremes of both sides. Also, long time no see. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you there. I think, well, that's not just Star Wars, right? That's not just this fandom. That is the extremes of both sides. That's the attitude that most people need to have, myself included, when looking at the extremes of both sides in life, whether it's in politics, anything like that, right? Because the extremes of both sides are often completely irrational, and they're often the ones who think they are the most rational, right? It's interesting in that aspect. The people who, I don't know, it's interesting. So yeah, it's not just the Star Wars thing, in my opinion. It's definitely anything, especially politics, right? The extremes of both sides should make you roll your goddamn eyes. Wherever you are, politics is a good example. Wherever you are, fall on the political spectrum is fine. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But beware of the far extremes. Beware of the far extreme that is on your spectrum of politics, because it is equally as dangerous and silly as the opposite spectrums, far extreme. And that goes with something as goofy as Star Wars as well, because there's a lot of silly gooses out there. But Luke, thank you so much, man. It's good to see you. I hope everything's well. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I saw that you posted. I was not able to read it. Let's see. Haven't been active Imperial side for a long time. Been hanging out with some Army vets, actually in Republic side guild. Oh, nice. Nice, man. Nice. Nice. I'd love to play it again. Maybe I'll stream it to, sometime next week. Not like an organized thing, but just kind of hop on and run a couple missions, you know? It'd be fun. Be fun. But I appreciate that, Luke. It's good to see you again. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, do you watch any motorsports like F1 or IndyCar? Let me take a quick sip of water. No, I don't, Obi-Wan. I've never been into it. You know, if it's on TV, maybe I'll give it a little watch, but I don't go out of my way to watch any of that kind of stuff.
Do you watch Star Trek Discovery?
What's up, David? Good to see you, man. Give me one sec. I appreciate the support tonight. So Obi-Wan, I've never watched any of that kind of stuff. Like I said, if it's on, you know, I'll watch it. I didn't grow up watching it. None of my friends watch it. I have been to the Daytona 500 though. That was a volunteer thing when I was in the Navy, like within the first. So I went to boot camp and then I went to A school, and then probably within the first month of me being in the fleet, the Daytona. Well, actually, let's see. It would have been the Daytona 500 in 2008. So it was either, no, it was 2000, was it? Okay, so it was 2008. Yep, that's it. So I was at my command for about a month and a half before I got, I volunteered to go to the Daytona 500 and run like a MWR booth that grilled hot dogs and stuff like that for funds, raising funds for MWR. It's kind of neat, but yeah, the Daytona 500 was really cool to go to. I'd never been into anything like that before. It was such a really neat experience. Like standing, you know, as the cars are zooming by you, it's an inexplicable force and sound that you can't really, if you've never experienced, you can't really explain, you know, just the wind whipping by you. I mean, debris following these cars like a dust storm. It's really cool. It's really cool. But yeah, I've never been into it. I'm the guy who's been to the Daytona 500, and I don't really care for the stuff. But yeah. But I appreciate that, Obi-Wan. And Admiral Trench, what do you think of the channel AT chat? I like them, but why can't I say? They seem to be trying too hard to copycat your clickbait parody segments. By the way, love you. He's a nice guy. I'm not really caught up on his videos. The last one that I saw was like it was like a, I guess it was kind of like a rap. It was like a song, kind of like a parody song. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't consider it. Maybe if I watched some of his more stuff, I would consider what you said to be true, but I haven't. So I'm not too sure. He's a nice guy, though. I've had DMs and dialogues with him. But yeah, that reminds me I need to go through my DMs. But I appreciate that, Admiral. I have seen a few. Well, I mean, I guess who else wears a helmet, right? Who else? Are there other YouTubers who wear a helmet? Not just a Stormtrooper helmet, but other helmets, anything like that. I know there was a guy called. It has like a knight helmet, right? It starts with an A, I think. I don't know. But Admiral, I appreciate that, man. What is that guy's name? Something Knight. I don't know. But yeah, I need to catch up on his stuff. For sure. He's a good editor. I've seen some stuff he's posted on Twitter. He's a good editor for sure. Armored Skeptic. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Luke. What the hell? Yeah, Armored Skeptic. Armored Skeptic. Isn't he a video game guy? Is that who I'm thinking of? Oh, maybe this isn't who I'm thinking of. Is he the guy? Well, no, I don't recognize these thumbnails. No, this isn't who I'm thinking of. Maybe, well, I don't know. The guy I'm thinking of has like always a white background with giant text. This isn't the guy, no. No, this isn't the guy I'm thinking of. The guy I'm thinking of is like a video game reviewer. No. Anyway. But I appreciate that, Admiral. And VMEX, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well. This channel has style. I appreciate you saying that. I put a lot of effort into kind of the design of things on the channel. I put a lot of thought into it, rather. As you can see, what you're looking at right now is probably my favorite thing I've ever made on the channel. And yeah, it's just one of my favorite things I've ever made. It's just such a fun, relaxing, in my opinion at least, a fun, relaxing, kind of repetitive live stream background that kind of fits. It fits the tone of the stream. You got some music going, my thumb tapping on the steering wheel as we go light speed towards the Andromeda Galaxy. You got the 80s grid down there. I just love it. But I appreciate that, VMEX. It's, yeah, yeah, maybe I put too much thought into certain things. But, like, I consider every video, even thumbnail, everything like that, kind of a little work of art that I want to be proud of, you know? I don't want to put shit out that looks ugly or cluttered or, you know, and sometimes it does look cluttered as fuck, and I'm just like, well, I gotta have a thumbnail, so I'll just upload it. But yeah, this background for sure is one of my favorite things I've ever made. I love it. But I appreciate that, VMEX. And Raptark, search Marble Olympics. Surprisingly entertaining. Alright, everybody do this with me, unless it's something horrible. Marble Olympics, okay. Marble Olympics. Marble Race, Marble Olympics 2019 qualifiers.
I don't know. Fly casual.
Ever thought about a Star Wars Twitch stream?
Clayton, thank you so much once again for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Give me one sec. Raptark wanted me to search for Marble Olympics. So I'm at the wiki first. Marble Olympics, also known as the Marble Olympics, is a series of fictional marble sports events created by Dutch YouTubers who run a channel named Jellies? Is that how you pronounce it? Marble runs on YouTube. The series parodies the traditional Olympic Games by displaying some Olympic sports in a modified way to be portrayed by marbles and commented by Greg Woods. In the games, there are 16 teams that participate in them leading up to the final. Okay, I gotta look at a video then, right? Let's see.
This is an ad for Project.
There we go. There's a little advertisement. Never heard of it. Let's see. So, what are we looking at here? this is kind of soothing. I'm gonna have to watch this later with sound on. Oh, I see. There's like, oh, this is really well done. Raptark, this is really well done. There's like marble races, and there's marbles in the stand. I'm gonna link this video in the chat. So that's so silly. I appreciate you sharing that, Raptark. That is just a very weird, just a very odd concept for a channel. That's kind of neat, though. Are these underwater? No. Oh, yeah, they are. Swimming. They literally have marbles rolling underwater, swimming. What a silly concept. Interesting. I appreciate you sharing that with me, Raptark. I'll have to check that out after the stream. Watch it with a little bit of... I'm curious how the commentation or the commentary is. Well, yeah. And David Bizik, do you watch Star Trek Discovery? I've never seen an episode. The reason I haven't was because I didn't want to sign up for CBS All Access. Twilight Zone is out now, and I really, really want to watch it. I don't want to sign up for CBS All Access either. I'm kind of hoping eventually CBS All Access crumbles. Because I want to watch new Star Trek and not have to sign up for something new. You know, I wish it was just on old CBS television. But yeah. Nah, I'd love to check it out. My dad watched a couple episodes. He liked it. See, I'm kind of worried that I wouldn't really care for it, because when I think of Star Trek, my Star Trek is The Next Generation, you know? Kind of slow, methodical, philosophical, interesting. Oh.
You can use my CBS account. I can Twitter it to you.
David, I appreciate that, man, but I can't do that. I can't do that to you. I would feel bad. Trust me, I would feel bad. I wonder how my... I'm gonna look this up. Is the first I saw that the first episode of Twilight Zone was available on YouTube. Is the first episode of Discovery available on anything? Yeah, I don't want to be responsible for any shit, David. I really appreciate the sentiment, though. Oh, there's a 7-day... Okay, there's a 7-day free... There's a 7-day free trial of CBS All Access. So, what I'm gonna do is... maybe sometime next week, sign up from Monday to Friday, and then cancel my subscription before I get charged. So I can maybe watch a couple episodes of Discovery. But yeah, I'm curious if I'll like it or not, David. I've heard that it's a lot different than what I what I like about Star Trek, right? It's a little more Abrams Star Trek, which is fine. Those movies, Star Trek 2009 is awesome. I love it. It's a really entertaining movie. The cast is great. But when I want Star Trek on my television, I tend to like slow-paced, interesting Star Trek, like The Next Generation, right? That being said, I want to give it a chance. I can't... I think one of the biggest problems is when people hear opinions of things that they don't give a chance to, you know?
Season 2 is way better than
oh, nice, David.
Not even close.
Okay, I'll have to check that out then. You know, season 2 out yet? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it interesting. Let's see, Star Trek Discovery. I had no idea that a season 2 was already out. Let's see, official site. Nope, let's go wiki. Why can't every official site just be as easy as wiki?
Fly casual.
Season 2.
Have you ever watched Person of Interest? Interesting modern crime drama with intriguing commentary on privacy and surveillance. It's all on Netflix.
Interesting. Alright, let me take a quick sip of water
I
real quick.
don't know. Fly casual.
Discovery is to Trek as The Last Jedi is to Wars. Half of the fan base hates it, thank you for liking it. Keep in mind that it's not TNG-like.
Alright, Swishfish and Luke, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. Give me 1 sec. Alright, David. You've convinced me I'm going to sign up for a free trial next week. Maybe tomorrow. How about that? Tomorrow I will sign up for the 5-day CBS All Access trial, and me and my wife will watch an episode of Discovery tomorrow night. How about that? I'm curious how it'll be, but need to give it a shot. And Clayton Fioriti, ever thought about a Star Wars Twitch stream? You know, I've never really thought about streaming on Twitch just because, you know, this is I have the YouTube channel, and I have the following on YouTube, and would it be beneficial whatsoever to stream on Twitch, or would it be a little redundant? I've always kind of viewed it as it would be a little redundant, in my opinion, just because, or it wouldn't. I don't know. People go when people want to see Hello Greedo stuff, they go to YouTube, right? So I don't know if Twitch would ever really get that. I don't know if it would really do anything. We'll see. But yeah. Maybe I'll look at what the perks would be, how different things would be. We'll see. I apologize, chat. I mean, I'm trying to keep up. Let's see. Luke Fredericks, have you ever watched Person of Interest? Interesting modern crime drama with intriguing commentary on privacy and surveillance. It's all on Netflix. Person of Interest. All on Netflix. Let's see. First 92 on Rotten Tomatoes. No, I don't think I've ever heard of this. Who is that? Is that Clay Aiken? Nope, that's not Clay Aiken. What's that guy's name? Michael Emerson? Oh, what is it? What do I know this guy from? Okay, Lost, Saw. Was produced by J.J. Abrams. Nice, okay. What the hell do I know this guy from, though? Oh, Michael Emerson, Lost. Let's see. Okay, yep, that's where I know him from. Lost. And let's see what else he's been in. For the Love of the Game. I don't think I would recognize him from that. Batman, he does voice acting. Person of Interest. So yeah, nope, I've never seen it. Maybe that's something that me and my wife will start watching. We're watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel right now, and it's a really good show. So Person of Interest really originally came out on CBS. Okay. I can't think of like a network drama or show that I've ever really gotten into while it was on. Me and my wife got into Lost a little bit, but that was way after the show already ended. And we never finished it. But nope, so maybe I'll give it a shot. He's called it an intriguing commentary on privacy and surveillance. I like that kind of stuff. I like that. That's why I think Winter Soldier is my favorite Marvel movie. Maybe my favorite superhero movie of all time too. There's a layer of kind of that I don't know, that question too of privacy and surveillance. It's interesting. But I appreciate that, Luke. I'll have to check that out. Look up the intro real quick, 30 seconds synopsis. Okay. Okay. Alright, guys. Last one, and I have to hop off. I'll shoot the shit with you guys for a couple more minutes. Swish Fish. Discovery is to Trek as The Last Jedi is to Wars. Half of the fan base hates it, and you for liking it. Keep in mind that it's not TNG-like. That's a shame. You know, it's okay for things to change a little bit. I understand why people don't like the new Trek. I get it. Well, not Discovery, but the new Trek movies. I get it. Into Darkness was basically Wrath of Khan. Star Trek Beyond I liked better than Into Darkness. I really liked 2009 just because it was a fun, fast-paced, silly Star Trek sci-fi. The cast was great. I really enjoyed it. But that's I'm gonna have to dip my toe into the Star Trek fandom for a few minutes soon. I'm curious how that conversation goes. You know, like I said, Swish, when I think of Trek, I think of TNG. Which I'm fine with Discovery being what it is, and you know, I'll probably enjoy it. I'll probably enjoy it a lot because I can kind of separate the new from the old, and I can kind of understand, you know, why things change a little bit, and I will always cross my fingers for more Trek that is like TNG in that style and tone and slow pace and interest and kind of, you know, philosophical questions, existential questions sometimes. And my biggest fear right now, Swish, for the Trek franchise is the Picard series. I really hope it's kind of true to that TNG tone. I would be 100% fine with it being way different, you know. Even Patrick Stewart said, what's the point of doing the show if Picard is just going to be the same old Picard? So I'm kind of excited for them to do something very, very different, you know. But yeah, I'm really hopeful that I'm going to like it, you know. I don't think Patrick Stewart would do it unless he really believed in it and he thought it would be a solid what is, it's not a sequel, is it a sequel? It's kind of like a different timeline, correct? It's not on the TNG timeline, right? Or maybe I've just read a bunch of like bullshit rumors online and nobody's actually said anything official yet. It is a sequel? Okay, so it's a direct sequel. It's not on like okay. Huh. Okay, interesting. So maybe I was just reading some bullshit. Right. Interesting. Okay. Alright. So, yeah. I'm pumped for it. Crossing my fingers. But, alright guys. I gotta get going. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. 7:53 p.m. And I think me and my wife were talking about watching that new Spider-Man animated movie. But I actually didn't check to see if it was on demand anywhere. Let's see. Rentable. Oh, it's on Prime. Okay. Prime, YouTube, Google Play. Alright, cool. We'll watch that tonight. Alright, guys. I gotta get going. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. This is always fun. I'm starting to like just these hangout streams more than anything. I still enjoy playing Battlefront. I still enjoy playing games and all that kind of stuff. But I kind of like hanging out too. But yeah. All right, guys. Let me run down the list. Swishfish, thank you for the super chat and channel support tonight. Luke Fredericks, thank you for the super chat and channel support. David Bizik, thank you for the super chat and channel support. And I will get back to you, man. I just saw that you sent me a DM. I've completely neglected DMs for a long time, so I apologize. Clayton Fioriti, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Super chatter of the month. Raptark, thank you for the super chat and channel support. VMAX, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Admiral Trench, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Obi-Wan Kenobi, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Moth Meta, thank you for the super chat and channel support. The ADP, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Tom Groby, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Jamie McDonald, thank you for the super chat and channel support. John Patrick Alexander, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Carter Lovejoy, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Connor Wells, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Damon P. Aquadio, thank you for the super chat and channel support. And Jai Wilkins, thank you for the super chat and channel support, guys. Alright, appreciate everybody hanging out with me for a little over an hour, and I hope you enjoy the hell out of the rest of your weekend, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all tomorrow. I'll do a little stream. Actually, you know what? I probably won't stream tomorrow. Going over to my parents' house for dinner, so I'll probably get home a little later, and I will maybe save streaming for Monday. But all right, guys, let's switch up the song. Is this the right song? Yeah, it is. All right, guys. I like this song. It's just very laid back. So, all right, everybody, have a great weekend, and I will see you all when I see you. All right, later.